Hello everyone, John Runner 88 here with another Star Wars figures review, multiple, because we got a multi-pack, a 4-pack, an army builder pack, however you want to describe it. It is the Phase 2 Clone Trooper pack. Again, they're being put in these awesome little boxes. I love these boxes. I keep all the ones that I get because they are fantastic for, you can store up to about 12 figures. You can put them facing up, down, up, and um, that way they cuts down on the bulk inside the box if you kind of um, flip flop them up and down. But yeah, you can fit about 12 inside, and they're great for just keeping your little armies in. But onto one of the little gripes about this pack is just that it's a mix of 501st, 332nd shinies, regulars. And that's frustrating to some people because they would like just a whole pack of, each individual one. I assume that Hasbro probably put this out to sell a bunch of these to people, and then they'll put a 4-pack of these guys, and these guys, and everybody will be like, "Oh wow, this is what I was waiting for. Thanks." So yeah, just a little, you know, creative accounting on their part. But yeah, let's get into it because I will say right now that these are without a doubt the definitive version of the Phase 2 Clone Trooper. They are absolutely fantastic. The only issue I've had with previous releases is the helmet, and it has been fixed. And I will say that it probably, it could probably be tweaked in the tiniest little like portions here and there, but like these helmets are fantastic. Just from the side, the front, and we will compare it to the previous release, the Andor helmet, which is removable, and you can just see the proportions. Like the visor, the visor looks all right on these now, but they came out very thin. I repainted them. That's why they look a little bit better. But yeah, these are way too wide. The new ones just look great. Only issue is I guess like the teeth on like little um like kind of like a mouth that people refer to it as. It doesn't have like the little doesn't have like little segmented marks on it, which is whatever. And it's missing the little silver bits there, which I might paint that in eventually. But other than that, it's got the brow line, it's got the gray back line, and it's missing, I guess, the little bit on the back. But you don't really see that. So keep him there. I weathered that one up. That's why he looks so cool. But yeah, unfortunately they don't have unmasked heads. I really hope that moving forward they don't stop doing them. Just I hope that they do a swappable head and helmet because yes, these do have heads underneath, but um, the ongoing issue with helmets like these, as you can see it right there when it focuses, that there is paint rub on the eyebrows. It's always on the eyebrows for me. Obviously the hair will have some, but it's not as noticeable as the eyebrows because the eyebrows are like digitally painted on, so they're very thin with like the paint application as far as like the amount of paint that's on it. So when they get rubbed off, they rub off like real quick. The hair is more of like a traditional paint on that, so that's a little thicker and you know. But as far as these figures proportion, like it just looks like a dude standing there, like a cosplayer standing there, just looking at you guys right now. And I'm gonna do a comparison with another figure because there's lots of people that are adamant that the antenna mold clone trooper is the superior clone trooper, and I'm just gonna let you in on a little secret. That is incorrect. But we've got the clean guys here. We'll step them back. We'll end with the 501st because I have the better comparison with them. Um, yeah, and here's the 332nd, the Ahsoka's clone trooper, and the paint apps are great on this. Like they're nice. I know some people have had like a few kind of awkwardly applied paint apps, but this is what they're supposed to look like. There are always going to be slight defects here and there depending on what you get. I know somebody had like a missing bit of paint there, like on one of the knees. It happens, unfortunately, in the production process. Now, if they were all coming out crooked, that'd be different. Yes, Hasbro would need to do something about that, but there's just a few cases here and there. I'm probably going to go in with a little metal, toothpicky thing and just kind of scrape up the edges here, make it look a little more worn. My one thing is that these shoulder pads are molded. They're molded in blue, so you're going to have to add like white paint to make them look scuffed up, which I'll probably do. But it'll have to be like very thin paint applications to make it look like it's actually like scuffed and stuff. But the chest is scuffed up, which is nice. They at least did that for us. And like the legs are scuffed up. But yeah, looking good. And now on to the 501st. Again, he's like scuffed up here, not on the helmet. I will definitely go through eventually and add some scuffs to the helmet. But yeah, my one thing with the helmets is I'll pop the head off. It's a nice clean pop. They do have like kind of a deep inset hole to get to the actual ball socket, so that like kind of hold, like you could put it on like a clone's head and have it look like it's going on almost. Actually, we'll try that right here. Put him down. So, I mean, he's got his hair, but if it was a bald clone like Wrecker, that could definitely like sit on top. I do have bald ones over here, but I'm not gonna go too crazy with this review. You kidding me? Who do you think I am? Do you think I'm a guy that just has a bald clone sitting here to try it on? So, it sits a little high, but, I think it's more so like if they're holding it, it's got like a little bit of a gap in there so that it looks like it's, a helmet rather than just a solid accessory. But my one thing is that when you pop the heads off of these clones, the unhelmeted heads, it pulls the whole ball out with it, because when I was doing, like, it pulls the dumbbell out of the body, and with these ones, it just pops off at the head. So I'm very curious to see how they do the Captain Rex that's coming out, because his head is supposed to be swappable with the helmet, and I feel like they would have to do up a specific, like a different, like a more inset ball socket to stop the peg from popping out of just the helmet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm curious to see, like, it's definitely, they're definitely able to, like, do stuff with what they have as far as, like, the swappable heads, but curious to see how they'll implement it. I do not want them to stop giving us heads and just give us, like, the helmeted troopers. Part of what makes the clones amazing is that they're all identical. They all look identical, but they're all unique individual people. So I'm fine with stormtroopers not having unmasked heads, because we almost never see a stormtrooper unless it's somebody in disguise. But when it comes to the clones, I definitely want to see heads not going away, especially with how good the heads look. But clearing my throat a little bit, here we go. So this is what people deem to be the superior clone, and it is just, this wins. Like, you can't look at the antenna mold anymore and say like, oh, the helmet's so proportioned and stuff. The helmet's not proportioned. It definitely is a little too small. It's too, like, especially on like the cheeks, it like goes in too much. And this is just, yeah, even from the side, like, the antenna mold head looks terrible. This is an actual helmet. It looks fantastic. I'm absolutely fully pleased with the new helmets. They look amazing. My only, worry is that they stop giving us unmasked heads. They are perfect as long as they give us all the accessories we need. And they don't all have to come with unmasked heads, but I like it to be an option to where, like, we could mix and match and move heads around and helmets around if we wanted to. But I think that's going to about do it for this. Did you get these 4 packs? If you did, how many 4-packs did you get? I only got one. I wish I had the disposable income to just dump on a million packs of these, but I'm sure we'll get future 4-packs of just clean troopers and 501st and all that fun stuff. But how many 4-packs did you get? Are you holding on to the antenna mold? If you are, please, please put them in the background and get yourself a set of these 4 clone troopers because they're fantastic. They're fully perfectly proportioned. I know some people will argue they're a little too thick, but I think they're perfect. Um, Depends on like the images you look at, but search up search up Phase 2 Clone Trooper. You'll find like one of the renders from Revenge of the Sith with them just standing there, like kind of looking off to the side, and it looks perfect. These are just perfect examples of them. And how many did you get? How many did you get of these? Because they're amazing. Yeah, like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Follow me over on Instagram, JohnRunner88 over there as well. And yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Bye, guys.